Alright, and welcome back to Game 2 in this series between Phonic and Jathura in the Losers Bracket semi-final, guys. If you haven't checked out Game 1, as always, go and check that out now because there will be spoilers. I'll be talking about the previous game during this. And as a request from our friend Relax, who has participated in this tournament and is also a member of the Scrub Club, whether he likes it or not, I will try and do a bit more kind of shouting, get a bit more excitement pumping through the veins of everyone as they go on through this game. So let's, without further ado, start the game now. So we're on Ohana LE, and in the bottom right hand corner of this map we have our orange, what am I talking about? We have our green Protoss Phonic. I guess it could be orange if you're colourblind and you don't know what you're looking at. And then in the top left hand corner of this map we have our purple Zerg Jathura. So what we saw in the previous game, and once again, if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. We saw a fairly abstract build from Phonic called the Slash Dance build, where you get a bunch of zealots, warp them in, and then just go the old enter slash dance. Be nice if I could spell. We caught that on camera, which is very nice, but unfortunately did end up in him getting his face crushed by the mighty power of Roach's Hydralisks and even some Mutalisk Harass on top of that as well. So what we'll need to see is a bit of a stronger display of skill and playstyle by Phonic if he is to tie the series up 1-1 and then hopefully have another crack at Jathura to try and progress into the grand final of the Scrub Club Invitational. Because that's right, we're in the semi-finals. We've only got possibly 2 games left in this match alone, and then in the next one, the grand finals, which will be a best of 7, I think. Was it best of 5 or best of 7? Best of 5, sorry. In that best of 5, so the pylon block being thrown down at that expansion, that Jathura has been oh so frequent to take, that fast expansion in all the games he's played so far. He's a bit of a hatch first player, if you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, just go and look up what a hatch first build is. But it looks like he's going to problem solve his way around it and just take this third base instead. So hopefully we'll be seeing something a bit stronger out of Phonic, because we'll probably end up seeing this strong Roach infested play, probably from Jathura again, that he has played throughout this tournament so far. Now I'll give you a bit of a brief rundown of the run Jathura has had himself to get to this point of the tournament. He started off in Group B of the winners bracket, 2-1ing Iskar Jarek and knocking him into the losers bracket. Then, after proceeding, he got a walkover over Holy Devil in Group E of the winners bracket. Then he faced off against Syndicate in Group H of the winners bracket and was able to successfully 2-0 him in fairly long 30-ish minute games. I should mention that's 30 Blizzard minutes, not normal minutes. It's about 23 minute games. But then in Group I of the winners bracket, the semi-finals, he was unfortunately knocked out 2-0, or he was, what's the word I'm searching for, guys? He was, dismantle is the wrong word. He was sent down into the losers bracket after being 2-0'd by Postage in that Group I semi-final. So it looks like Phonic's going for a 2-gate cyber just to start off, researching that warp gate as we've seen him do in most of these other games, and just getting out that warp gate research, which is nice. And Jathura finally taking that natural expansion of his and getting that Speedling upgrade as well. What would probably be impressive, when we see an early robotics facility going down, so this could be something we could either probably see, I don't know, maybe a Colossus Rush, or let's see, what else can you get from a robo? We might see an Immortal push, like a super strong Immortal push, or we might see some Warp Prism play, as his Warp technology should finish fairly soon. So what I was saying was maybe Phonic needs to play a bit abstract against the straight up playstyle of Jathura. Maybe he needs to do some crazy things, like in his series against Iskar Jarek we saw a fast tech to Storm, and that absolutely crushed through the bio of Iskar. So maybe we need to be seeing something like that from him just to get back. And it is going to be a Warp Prism play instead. So he's going to be warping in a few Zealots, loading them up, and then probably, let's see, so we've got spines there. So he'll probably be moving over to here and then warping in those Zealots to kill off the main base of Jathura and hopefully capturing some of his tech as well. Now, no Roach Warren yet, as of yet, for Jathura, so it looks like he's going to be playing a Speedling style kind of game as he just drones up nice and hard, gets that third queen, and he has quite a bit of lava to inject, not lava to inject, he has quite a bit of lava to spend with his sizable bank at this current moment, but he does need those overlords to unsupply block himself. So a couple of stalkers. Now I wonder... Oh, hang on, guys. It's happening. So Jathura is actually looking to make a push of his own, but unfortunately I don't think that many Zerglings will get through that Zealot and that Stalker. Now the key things here is going to be if this Warp Prism gets scouted. Oh, would that Overlord have seen it? It looked like it went kind of... Let's see. So it would have either been right on the edge there, where it's not easy to see, but it looks like an Immortal's coming out as well, so putting that robotics facility to good use, as this Warp Prism lands now, and warps in a bunch of Zealots. That's what we're talking about, and here comes the early push, and at this moment, let's go into Jathura Cam and see what he's doing. The triple dot, oh shit. We're going to see a transfer of drones, yes we are. Alright, and... so taking out the tech structures, so no more Zerglings on top of that view as he pulls back the massive amount he's got. He does have a Roach Warren now, so he could probably pump a few of those out. But he is supply blocked. Out of all times to be supply blocked, this is probably the one time he doesn't want it to have happened. These Broodlings getting a few free hits, but easily solved by moving off creep. And it'll all be about whether Phonic is able to continually re-warp in over this. He needs a couple more pylons as well. So a couple of Zealots moving down, walking back up the ramp, and these Stalkers are going to get a few free kills on these Zerglings as well, as the focus fire goes down on the Roach Warren, the little Roach head popping out there. And now Jathura has to defend for his life as he... oh, here comes another bunch of Zealots though. So what Phonic could really be doing is moving this Warp Prism up to here, and we'll go into battle mode as well. So the next wave of Zealots coming down, tearing through what's left. Now it's going to be about whether these Roaches can get a key engagement on these Stalkers and micro them down, but here comes the first Zealot to take some of the focus fire. One Roach down, two Roach down, some good pullback micro, and just the target fire on these on the rest of these. So fairly good job there with that Warp Prism play by Phonic. Get back up. That's exactly what he needed to do to get back into this series. And guess what, guys? We'll be coming back for Game 3 in this series between Jathura and Phonic to decide who goes on to the Grand Final to play Postage. I have been Postage, and we'll see you guys in the final game straight after this. If it'll swap over to the Oval.